Hello, everybody! Hi! Wow, hey! Anybody remember what streams are? Because I completely forgot. Shannon for 33 months! Oh my god! And Ez for 24 months! Oh my gosh! I missed that one! So I'm gonna have to, like, replay that one or something. Or, that's really weird. You know what? It didn't show up because I was on, like, a different screen. But... dude, streaming is hard. Streaming is oh my god, you're right. 2 whole American years for Ez. Explosions in the chat if you guys have them. Oh my gosh. Oh. Wow, it has been an absolute nightmare the past, like, was it 3 weeks or so since I streamed? Yeah, like 3 weeks. And everything is weird, and a lot of things are bad, but I have a pom-pom with a heart on it. And it's cute, which is also a pen. I got this for like 70 cents at the store. I think it was CVS. But it's just like, it's cute. It's cute. I am like blending into my freaking everything right now. Wow, okay. So, hi everybody. I apologize for, like, disappearing if you are following along with the stream archive. But long story short, a dear friend of mine got very, very ill, and was in the hospital for a really long time, and there was a good while where I was going to the hospital every freaking day after work. But then, the freaking... dude, then the freaking pandemic hit, and now, like... oh my gosh, I can't... we went to... so on... I think it was Thursday night, Michael had an Instacart coupon that was about to expire. So we were like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll put a couple of things in the cart and we'll see what happens. And nearly, I think the only things we were able to actually get, we were able to get a couple gallons of water, but like gallons and not bottles. Instant mashed potatoes. There was no milk. There were no fresh vegetables. We got some kind of snack. I don't remember what it was. Oh, the most expensive jar of peanut butter we have ever purchased in our life. And a box of crackers. That's literally... we had so much more on the shopping list, but there wasn't any. It is super wild, and I hope that everybody is taking the precautions that they need to remain safe in this day and age. Which is bananas, because I feel like... oh god, yeah, what a year this week has been, absolutely. Hang on. So, Michael and I went to 2 places today because I did not want to sit... yeah, oh gosh. Especially with your dad's line of work. That is scary, and I hope the best for his health. So the first place we went to was the flea market, because I knew that there wasn't going to be, like, anybody there. And I got some things at the flea market. So I got... so the flea market has, like, a collectible, like an old school collectibles store. And I found a vintage My Little Pony. This is So Soft Shades. And she was $5. Which, yeah. She needs to be washed big time, and Karen's gonna, like, play around with her to make sure that she's, like... she's actually not in too bad shape. Like, you can still see the curl pattern in her tail. She's very soft and fuzzy, and her I guess they call it in the later gens, they call it a cutie mark. Lisette for 33 months as well! Oh my gosh, thank you so much! Explosions in the chat if you've got them! Jenny's Gotcha Day was Thursday! Happy Gotcha Day, Jenny! Oh my gosh! And the other thing that I got at the flea market was this amazing She-Ra figure! I'm so hype. I'm so amped. Because I've been... actually, you know what? I could do that right now. So, she just brought me a ball. Oh, Jenny! Good girl! So, I have been attempting one of the big videos. Oh, if you come down here, look, we're talking about Gatlinburg and bring you and Karen and Mayor. Ooh, flea market. So one of the videos that I'm trying to work on, is I'd wanted to have it out like last week, but that's not happening because it's already the past. But I am working on a huge History series. It's going to be a 2-part video about the history of fashion dolls since Barbie. And one of the things that I had wanted to talk about, so the video is basically going to be split into 2 parts. It's going to be split into like the late 50s when Barbie was first introduced through to the introduction of Bratz in the early 90s, which sounds like a lot, but to be fair, there wasn't a super lot of competition for Barbie at any given point in time. God dang. And then the other half is going to be from the introduction of Bratz to the present. But I went on the internet, and I went on Etsy, because of course I did. Wow, this is a massive pain in the ass. Whoever packaged this did a very thorough job. Wow, I guess they did. Oh, you know what? So I bought this from France. Yeah, I bought this from France. That's really weird. That's not my phone number. Anyway, so I was looking on Etsy for She-Ra figures. And originally I found these 2, which are in, like, okay shape. It's Sweet Bee with no wings, and Frosta with, I mean, she's got her skirt, which is more than I could ask for, but she doesn't have, like, her staff or anything. So I'm like, okay. And I was looking around, and I was chatting on the Dolly server one night, and I was just, like, looking up stuff constantly. And I came across this lot, and I think it's, like, a dozen She-Ra figures, and it was, like, $75 shipped. Which, considering that they sell single figures for, like, $20 to $25, I thought that was a pretty good price. So it's missing, from what I can tell, it's missing a decent amount of the, like, the accessories. So they don't really have, like, the shields or a lot of the, like, the complete clothes or whatever. Wow! I think the person who sent this to me must have, like, investments in the packing tape trade, because it is so stick together that I don't even know how I'm going to get this damn thing open without just, like, fucking Hulk ripping the box open. Which, I can't do that. I am a delicate Elise. Arrgh! I say as I, like, scream. Arrgh! I'm sure this is, like, exactly what you guys want to be listening to right now. Just me ripping paper and tape. But this is important. Hirashi. Okay. Do I have, like, somebody in here that's a He-Man? Okay, alright, we're getting somewhere. I have ripped the box. Oh, wow, okay, they've actually packaged this quite nicely. It's good background noise, I changed it. Hey, nice. Oh, cool, I got a bunch of, like, French newspapers. I don't speak French. But if we ever wanted to see what a French newspaper looked like from the 10th of January, this is what it looks like, but it's all crumpled up. Ah, January 10th, a simpler time. Also, who texted me? Nobody texted me. That's my thing. It's like, hey, don't you know that you can, like, access Twitch from your phone? Yes, I know that I can do that. I'm not going to, though, because it's not a good choice for me to stream from my phone. I remember hearing stories when Pokemon Go first came out about people like Twitch streaming Pokemon Go. You haven't missed anything, Karen. I am opening up... Oh, so Karen, this is the She-Ra I got. That's basically what you missed. So this is the She-Ra. And this is my new pony who needs your love. Shades. Yeah, isn't she great? Yeah, I don't know how to say eat shit. I do know how to say regular shit in French. But I'm opening up this, like, this French package that... Oh, how cute! This was the box of, like, 75 She-Ra. Hey, you can probably eat cheese omelet. Oh, I guess so. Or you could also possibly say shit cheese omelet. So this was the place on Etsy that I bought this from, the Bear's House Toys. Hello, Elise, and thank you for your purchase. Enjoy your new friends. Aww. How cute. And they packaged it up real nice. There's, like, ribbon. Actually, this ribbon is really cute. Oh my gosh. This is some, like, intense, like, sending me packaging things. Oh, Karen, you know who these friends are. I just haven't opened them yet. Where did I put my... I can't believe I put my scissors away when I still need them. Good job, me. Manger du omelette du fromage. Ah! Like, I swear, these guys are so into tape. Like, how does one have that much tape and not, like, lose it? Okay, so we've got 3 rows of toys. They're all, like, so there's 3 separate... You don't need the first do. Cool. Oh, also, guys, I got a new phone case, which looks strikingly similar to my last phone case, only smaller. So we've got 1, 2, 3. And let's see what's inside. Now, I'm not super good at identifying these old figures. But I should be able to get most of them, I think. Ah, hell. Well, we have Sweet Bee again and Frosta again. So now I've got 2 each of these. Yes, I did just quote the old Tootsie Pop commercial. So I don't know who's in better condition. They both are kind of, like, identical. I don't know. Hi, Shannon. Don't shame me. Then we've got, I believe, this way right here is Queen Angela, but she doesn't have her wings. She's very loose. You are a professional Elise Shamer, that is true. This is actually, we didn't have Angela's skirt, as kids. That one got lost, but this is definitely Angela, because you can see, like, the holes in her back where her big wings are supposed to go. And I don't know who this is at all. Karen? Any guesses? She's like chrome. Her hair is extremely long, and it looks like it's in 2, possibly Entrapta or Double... I think this is Entrapta, because Double Trouble was green. Yeah, exactly, and I think I actually have Double Trouble in here. This is package number 2. So this was a set of 12 She-Ra figures that I got on Etsy, because they're really hard to find. And of course, they have, like, no accessories. Ooh, okay, so this is... Here, okay, so this, yeah, we didn't have that one. This is Double Trouble. We do, in fact, have Double Trouble. And, does her... Oh, shit, it does! The face works! Okay, we didn't have this one. We definitely did not have this one. But she's in pretty good shape, actually. I'm gonna keep her on angry face. Yeah, the only villain we had was Catra, who is right here. She is definitely missing her skirt. She definitely does not have her, like, visor. None of them have their freaking, little shields. This is one that I was really excited for because this was my favorite as a kid. This is Mermista, and she actually has the tail, which I was super, super excited to see, although the tail is damaged. Like, you can see that there's little parts missing on her, her feet, or her fin. I believe this is Perfuma, and she is, oh, her head is very, very loose. I'm super bummed about that as well. She has holes in her back as well, like she must have also had wings or something. Chrome Lady's entrapped. Thank you for confirming that for us, Boom. God, I love Ghost of the Doll. So that was Perfuma, Double Trouble, Catra, and Mermista. And then this is the last set of 4. And I don't remember I think... Rom for 32 months, thank you so much with the wonderful message of welcome back. Get some explosions in the chat for dear Rom if you've got them. Whoa, okay, I wasn't expecting this. So we have... This is a figure I have literally... Not the one that I'm working on right now, but we have a Glimmer, and Glimmer has her staff, but she does not have her pants. Whoa, what? Oh, Karen with a 28-month subscription. Thank you so much. Explosions in the chat. You did not forget it. It's okay. But she usually has, like, shoulder pads and a skirt. She doesn't have any of that, but she does have her staff, which I was not expecting to see at all. Whee! Let me just thread that through her hand. There we go. Oh, that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. Check this out. Yeah, you did chew on that a whole lot. This is one that I'm really bummed. Oh, no. But... So, this is, the Peacock girl. What the fuck is her name? I can't remember her name, but this is the one that I was really excited for. But she doesn't have her peacock wings, and Peekaboo, thank you. And she doesn't have her skirt. And it does look like part of her wings is, like, broken off into her back. Okay, here's another one that I don't know who it is, and if you guys have, Boom, if you have any, like, if you've got Ghost of the Doll up, that would be another one to look up. I don't know who she is at all. This is Castaspella? Probably Castaspella. Also, hey, Matt Ryan, I don't fucking remember. You know who you are. Checking now, thank you. So she's got, like, brown hair and a yellow outfit. And all of them, yes. This is Casta. And, dear God, I have never seen this in my life. We got Bo, you guys. We have Bo. I didn't even know they made a Bo figure. Like, legit, did not know that they made a Bo figure. Right? He is kind of nasty. He's got, like... I can't tell. He has, like, a button in his back. I guess he's supposed to, like, light up or something, but he super doesn't. Yep, Castaspella? Okay, cool. Confirmed. So now I have this, like, giant pile of She-Ra dolls, and I'm super excited. But these were all bought for a video that I haven't even finished scripting yet. So I'm really ahead of the curve. And I did this with, like, no sound on. Ugh, damn, son. I need a box. I need, like, a better box than the box that I had. Yes, thank you, Karen. Ooh, also, just because, like, while I have a captive crew of people to talk to, so I posted about this on Patreon, but I don't really have a lot of patrons, so I don't have a lot of input over there, which is nobody's fault. It's just how things work, and money is stupid. But, other videos that I want to be working on for the near future. There's something... Ew, what is this? Oh, this... you know what? I think this covered a wig. But a doll wig. Yeah, I think this covered a doll wig. This is ugly and I hate it. But speaking of wigs... Am I stuck to the wall? I'm a little stuck to the wall. It's okay. 1, 2... 3, 4. Okay. I'm not taking these out of the package just yet because I know as soon as I take it out of the... You know what? You might be right, Boom. I think that might be right. So I'm not taking these out of their boxes just yet. But, so years ago, I had done a video about how can you wear cosplay contacts if you wear prescription lenses. And that video has done surprisingly well. Okay. But I wanted to go back, and even though I'm not, like, cosplaying anymore, I wanted to do a video about cosplay wigs. Because there's a lot of people out there who don't really know their options. And there's a lot of pretty decent, inexpensive wigs out there. Like, so all of the wigs in my hand cost less than $40 shipped. And that's just because one of them is an Arta wig, and Arta wigs are more expensive, but I feel to be the best quality. But that's what we're going to be testing. So we've got a wig from Arta. We've got a wig from Epic Cosplay Wigs. And this one is, like, really heavy. Boom, that is absolutely what it was inspired by! Because I was so bothered that, so there was a girl who was doing a cosplay of an American Girl character, Caroline. And Caroline has, like, silver white hair, basically. It is, like, the blondest blonde that could possibly blonde. And this poor girl, her costume was beautiful. Like, you could tell that she put so much work and care into it. But her wig was awful. It was just really bad. And it just did not work. And I was like, no, that you can work around that. There's better ways to do that. And then these two are both... Exactly, wigs can break or break a costume. These two are two separate ones from Amazon. One of them is Adore Me, and the other one is Chrisima? I don't know. Those were recommended by friends on Facebook. And listen, I did look into that one. There was the one, the 5 Wits, but I couldn't find any wigs that were just kind of generic. Like, it's cool because most of their wigs are tailored to characters. So if you're looking specifically for a character wig without styling it too much yourself, they have a lot of really cool options, but nothing super generic, which I was more on the hunt for. So I'm going to mention there was that one, and then there was one that Tony had talked about. That was like, all these were really, really expensive. But they were like super long lace front wigs, and I didn't even bother getting into lace fronts. Yeah, the better you're better spending $9 on Amazon than 2 times that at Party City for a worse wig. Exactly. Because there are definitely better options. Oh, I can put that in here for now. I'm going to use this. This is a box that I'm going to be sending out to one of my patrons at some point. But just for the time being, I can put my She-Ra collection in here. And maybe someday I'll be able to find, like... Dude, I've never seen Entrapta before. And her hair is, like, super matted, but I kind of love her. Like, super love her. She's got all the shit that I love. She's got chrome. She's got long-ass hair. Anyway, but yeah. So I want to do a video on, like, what different types of cosplay wigs are like and what you get for your money. So I ordered a couple off of Amazon. And wow, okay, these guys almost don't all fit in the box. But they do! Box! Oh, no, that's probably my address. Box! Yeah, like she had clearly put a lot of money into this costume. And it looked awesome. But it just did not... The wig looked like she bought it at a Halloween store and just slapped it on her head with, like, no styling. It was not great. And I wanted to just be able to, like, pull her aside and be like, honey, no, there are better wigs out there. So that's what I want to aim to do with that video. God, I just, like, shredded all this shit in my room and now there's, like, garbage all over the floor. I just cleaned today. Yeah, exactly. Like, everybody has the Halloween store or Party City or something like that. And I'm going to corner mode it. And I'm going to open up, because we've been streaming for, like... half an hour-ish. And I haven't even touched Bejeweled. Updating Steam. Damn it. Oh yeah, no, definitely. There are times and ways to use Halloween wigs. Like, I used one for my Halloween costume this year. Yeah, it's a lot like... You know when people use, like... neon yellow to do Sailor Moon wigs? Or, like, what I find when people use, like, white to do Sailor Moon wigs? Oh, it missed me. Let's go Zen. Ah, the sound. It was just a really... It gave me that kind of, like, push. I'm like, no, you know what? There's ways that I could be a resource in this. And I fully intend to. So we'll probably film that one when I can get to my parents' house safely without, like, possibly bringing the plague. Which I don't know when that will be, but it will be. And I will do that eventually. Wow, okay. That was good. It just didn't work. And I think that there's definitely ways that it could have worked. So I want, not that I'm gonna, like, redline this girl's costume. But it's just one of those situations I was like, oh, I know this can be better. And, like, okay, we have a lot of people in this stream right now that I have seen do cosplays. And I must say that every single person that is in this stream right now that I have seen cosplay, all 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 of you, I have seen do really good jobs with your wigs. At least picking ones that match well. Oh no. Yes, Lisette, you should! Oh no. Oh gosh, Boom. I am keeping my everything crossed. Because they're the ones that are... They're your friend who works... Like, her dad works up north, right? Yes, you absolutely need to get that one for Sylveon. It was really, really cute. And I think the one I sent you was actually from 5 Wits. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I am keeping every digit I've got crossed for good news. Because, boy, we could really all use some good news. Yay! Which one? I mean, if you feel like disclosing... Ooh! Oh, hello, everybody coming over from Yoda's stream. Welcome. We're having just a chill night, chilling and chatting. Hope you guys are doing well. Hello, hello. How's it going, Sel? Oh. Hard. Shannon, how do you even pronounce that last one? Oh, an Eternal Con. Ooh. Hey, cat time is good time. Horchifont. Is that your Final Fantasy is it 14? 14's the MMO? Wow, I am like real done with video games today. Yes, 14, okay. I am just like... Somebody take away my video game card. I lose. That's why you know it. Ah, okay. To continue to play 14 right now. Well, yeah. It's really funny. The one thing that I had seen is that somebody on Twitter was like, you know, if you guys can't get Google Hangouts to work, you guys should just all meet in World of Warcraft because MMOs are intended to handle this many people. And I would just be like, please don't make me do that. I would not have a good... Whoa! Okay, wasn't expecting that. And here I am touching my face. Ugh. Oh! Karen. Ooh! Ooh! Ah! Horchifont is the tarot card. You guys! So, friends coming over from Yoda's stream, what were you guys doing tonight? I think I saw that you were doing some art? Which, that feels like a really good thing to be doing right about now. The chill time. Practicing watercolors. Oh, cool! That is... honestly, something I've never tried. I've never really given consideration to watercolors. But I also don't art. But Karen does. Karen, you use watercolors fairly frequently, right? You know, it might be... I've had a lot of trouble just, like, being art. I don't know. I used to draw, like, years ago, but it's just kind of a habit that I fell out of because it wasn't something that clicked for me. And it sucks because, like, I'm sure that if I had, like, continued to practice, I probably would have gotten better. But, I don't know. It's something to sit and ponder on. Maybe that could be like an Elise tries the internet kind of thing. No worries. You're breaking down from the stream. You can do whatever you... Ooh, I'm sorry. I get so distracted by explosions. Hey, Defender, how you doing, friend? Hope you're well. Yeah. And the thing is, like, I love when other people do that. Like, I love watching other people do art. It is so engrossing and interesting for me. But it's something that I fell out of, which sucks. Ooh, more explosions. No, it didn't explode. Bam. We're just having, like, a chill exploding night over here. So nobody's... Hello, Gru! I hope you are having a good night. Oh, thank you so much for the explosion. St. Patrick's tomorrow. It feels... Okay, Lisette, have fun, be good, be well. I'll see you soon. Much hearts. Oh, also, Lisette, before you go, I did want to show you, I have pulled these for you both. These are those two, the French dark chocolate bars. So, next time I see you, I'm hanging on to these for you. Yeah, it's really weird because, alright, this is something that, big explosion, yes. My office has, like, no intentions of, like, closing or having people work from home if we don't have to. Some relatives are coming over tonight, so it's also see, that sucks because like clearly you want like downtime because you've been at work for freaking ever, but now you have to like be expected to be on and entertain. So I completely get that. Ugh. Want potting soil for the spring soil? Ooh. You know what? That should be nice, Gru. Ooh. Booms. So, like, we got it. Oh, veggies, yes! I wish, that is the one thing I wish I had access to here, is I wish we had access to, just, like, a small little plot to grow vegetables on. Because I would really like to have, like, a veggie garden. Sports you think you don't know about. What about... Oh my god, Karen. Karen, wing dinko. You should totally do a wing dinko. Team handball? I know you know about wing dinko, but nobody else does. Right? I would love to just have a whole bunch of, like, cucumbers. And, like, cucumbers would be really ooh, cornhole. Sorry. I would love to just be able to go outside and grab some cucumbers and make my own cucumber salad. Or to do, like, a quick pickle. I loved growing zucchini. Bocce! Oh, bocce would be cool. But the way our apartment is situated is we just don't have room. Try to use the patio for gardening? Like, with what? Like, raised beds or anything like that? Your high school had a bocce team? Oh my gosh, Defender, please tell us more. That is amazing. You know what I could do? Just, like, potted. We could do window boxes, too. Because I have the space to, like, drape them over. Because Tom and Pat used to have window boxes. I just, like, okay, my dad had an amazing garden when we were kids. They used to grow everything. Oh, you know what? I should, like, channel my inner Neth with that. Like, my parents used to grow so many vegetables, and they mostly gave up lately because Dad's not in the best health, and the fucking deer kept eating everything. Oh, yeah, well, Shannon. Goes without saying. Yeah, Dad did almost get his hand cut off, so he's not really... He keeps trying. Got some corn. Okay, I would love to, like, we don't have the space to grow corn anywhere, and I don't think we really have the soil to grow corn, but God, I love corn. Like, growing corn is, like, goals right now. I would love to do that. Yeah. It is a bummer. I would love to do that, like, or, like, green squash or zucchini, effectively. Bocce team started around 2010. They competed at the state level and won a few times? Whoa, that's kind of cool. I didn't know that they, like, had a... I was about to say I didn't know that there was, like, competitive zucchini, but I don't mean zucchini. Clearly I mean bocce. But I get that, and I understand. I can't believe your high school had a bunch of old Italian men. Oh, that was a waste of one of those. I love summer squash. Summer squash is so good when grilled. Okay, here's a story about a competitive zucchini. Well, at least I think it was a competitive zucchini. Way, way back when I was in grad school, I used to trawl and just look around Craigslist a lot because it's Craigslist. Craigslist is weird. But there was somebody posted on the missed connections board. Apparently, somebody left. Hey, Stefan. Somebody left a cucumber, a zucchini, like this big, like maybe the size of a shoebox, a little bigger, on somebody's porch randomly. And this person was like, I don't know where this zucchini came from, but thank you. Broccoli would be fun to... You know what? I wonder if, like, broccoli and cauliflower? The mysterious zucchinator. You guys had badminton class? Oh, man. We had team handball, and that was the one that I liked the best. Yeah. I actually, you know what? I may actually have some broccoli in the fridge right now, because I bought it to do some, like, some home-cooked meals with. And then I neglected to cook those meals from home. Oops. So maybe it's still good. Maybe it's not. I know we've got a green pepper in there too, which might not be in the best shape. But like, lol, trying to find vegetables now is hilarious. Yellow. I'm afraid I don't know what pickleball is. That is not a term that I have ever encountered. Sounds salty. Oh, speaking of pickles, I definitely bought like 3 pounds of pickles today. I don't know why that happened, but it did. Okay. But we went to get hit up. So at the flea market, there's a bunch of different like weird stalls, and we also were able to get to the pickle lady because not a lot of people are going out right now. Gee, I wonder why. Pickleball's like tennis, but the rackets and net are smaller. Oh, neat. But so the pickle lady still had everything in stock that I wanted, and she gave me a free sample. I love free pickle. Pickles are so good, but I love pickles. But we got a quart of garlic dills, we got a quart of full sour dills, and then a deli pickle, which I'm very excited for because hers are really, really good. And she has like it's not like pickle of the month club, but she has like a loyalty card club. And she actually keeps it. They have like a little, because people kept forgetting their loyalty cards. She keeps them at the stall so that you just give her your name and she can go pull it from the wall and fill it out for you, which I thought was so cool. I like pickles I can't eat without other food. You know what? I get that. They can be very overpowering on their own. But I really like how, oh, that's what I can do. I can do that. Bam, bam, bam. Whee! Oh. Oh! Spectacular! Oh, man, okay, this is weird. My Fitbit feels like it's, like, choking my wrist. Oh, so here's some other cool stories that I didn't get to tell you guys while I wasn't streaming. So I'm gonna actually full screen it right now. So last week I was on a job site, and it's an active construction site. They were doing, they were basically building gentrification apartments, but with a whole lot of, what the fuck are they putting in? Parking deck, like a parking garage kind of thing. And so what they did, we had to put monitoring wells in. We were there for a well installation, so we had a big drill rig, brought it on site, had to do one. That was like a real pain in the ass. So we brought it on, and so we had to dig through 3 cheers for gentrification, 3 million cheers, more cheers than you could ever afford to get. Exactly. So we had to drill through the gravel base that they had put down so that they could pour concrete on top. And when they go to pour concrete, a lot of the times they pull string across so that they can set the concrete form so that when they put it in, it won't go like splashing all over the place. And the first time I walked by it, I said, "Oh, there's a string. Be careful." And then the next time I did it, and then the next time I did it, and then the fourth time I said, "Hey guys, there's a string. Be careful." And then I tripped, and you guys can see the remnants on my wrist of the scratches, like the gouges that came out of my hand. And it actually even scratched the side of my Fitbit. Also, I don't think I can really show it on stream, but like my shin is all like bashed up. And that didn't hurt. This still hurts. But it was just funny that like I tripped and fell in front of everybody after saying, "Hey guys, be careful. There's a trip hazard here." Dumbass. The good thing is that when I fell, it tore the string down, and therefore I didn't have to worry about falling anymore. But yeah, so these apartments are really dumb, and I don't understand why they need so freaking many of them, because they're just going to be really expensive and nobody can afford to live there anyway. Bleh. But what do I know? It's called OSHA because that's the noise you make for falling over something on a job site. If it had been any more severe, this technically probably should have been an OSHA recordable because I did injure myself, but it's something that I could like walk away from, so I didn't really feel too bothered about reporting it or anything like that. If I had like severely hurt myself, or you know, like the one time we were out there and they were throwing things off the top of the building down at us, if that had hit us, that probably would have been an OSHA reportable. But oh man, it's a little chilly in here, but I don't want to turn the heat on because I know if I turn the heat on, I'm gonna wait. I could just get a blanket. I'm an idiot. If I turn the heat on, I'm gonna be too hot. Well, no shit, dumbass. Get a blanket. You're in a bedroom. That's what blankets are for. Oh, I'm still surfing my Keystone cups. My way down a... Oh, God, yeah. God. How is Miss Molly doing? Just for the record, I would like some Molly updates. There we go. Blanket. Achieved. Yay. Because, like, here's the thing. I will always want to hear about your pets. Like, always. No. Like, tell me about your fluffs. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy. Like, I know you told me that yesterday, but I'm still so happy to hear that. Oh, what a good girl. No access. Yes! Excellent. Good job, Molly. Like, I know you told me this yesterday, but I want to know it again. Oh, man. So I'm going to talk about, like, the elephant in the room, basically. And, like, with the voluntary confinement and stuff like that, and the virus, basically a lot of the events that we were going to be doing have been either postponed or outright canceled. She's got so much to her children, she's got to spend time outside her. Oh, that's so good. I'm very happy. So I'm the one event that we were going to be, oh wait, no, this isn't public. Well, I don't think anybody's, like, you guys didn't hear this from me. But the one event that we were going to be doing in the first week of April has been postponed, until the end of May, I believe. So that one hasn't been made public knowledge yet, but they're going to be announcing it tomorrow. And it's hard. I'm like, I'm in a group on Facebook for people that are vendors and artists in like the con circuit. And everybody's like, all of my events for this month have been canceled. I don't have any way of like approaching this. This is my livelihood. Yeah, and for Karen, that's like the only way I don't want to say we, because obviously I have another job outside of helping Karen, but that is Karen's job. Like, that is what she does. That is... So it's rough. So, like, one of the things we were talking about before the surgery even, and before all of the coronavirus stuff, is we were hoping to get her Etsy set back up and running. But, like, how do market? Like, what even is marketing? What is branding? How the hell, I mean, I know what branding is, but, like, how do you publicize yourself? Like, I have such a hard time with that myself. Just, like, with my stuff, with the YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that. How do you approach that when you're trying to sell? Like, it's so hard, and I'm like, I might be thinking too much about it. I don't know. It's hard, and I have a lot of, like, respect for you guys, like, doing your thing and working and, like, basically putting yourselves out there for consumption by the masses, and shit's hard. And, like, I've seen a lot of talk about, like, virtual Comic Cons and stuff like that. But I don't... Oh. Yeah, so my boss basically told us to keep calm and carry on and keep coming to work. Which I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But we'll see. I don't know if any of my coworkers are going to give me anything. I really hope not. Oh, thank you, Shan. Like, I know this is, like, a weird thing to vent about on stream, and I apologize, because this is just, like, throwing it out super public and just, like, bleh. But it's how I do. Yeah, I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know. I really missed streaming the past couple weeks. But it was so hard. Like, there were a lot of nights that I was getting home after 8. And, like, this is, as we've talked about several times, like, this is, like, my streams are where I go to just, like, chill. Like, this is how I like, make connections and just decompress. So, like, a lot of stuff that's just on my mind is just being there currently a lot. Oh, I really did miss you guys a lot. It's so hard when, like, my mind is just so singularly focused on the wellness and recovery of my friend. And, you know, just, you know, knock on wood, thank goodness she's okay. She got released from the hospital yesterday, and she's back home doing okay. I know I kind of talked about that on Discord a bit, so if you saw that, that's kind of where we're at with that. And then with Karen's surgery too, like Karen had that, and then my mom, and I am so worried about my mother. Like, genuinely and truly, okay, a couple years back when I went to Too Many Games, I came home with like the absolute worst con plague, right? And I was over it in a day. It gave my mother pneumonia and sent her to the hospital for 10 days. So, me bringing that home, like, me bringing anything home, I am so worried that, you know, she gets one little bit of anything. Like, I really just need her to stay home. And I hope that my dad doesn't bring anything home. Yeah, we, earlier this evening, the second death in New Jersey was announced. It was a 50-year-old woman in my county. And my county is quite large. So that could mean anything, but, like... Like, I'm reasonably sure that if I were to get anything, I would probably be okay. But I worry for my mom's health, you know? I don't want to accidentally give her something that could and probably would kill her. Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine how much you guys are dealing with at the moment. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, you are very front facing in this this situation? Do we want to call it a situation? Do we want to use the actual word? Just call it the fucking pandemic like it is? Yeah, I did see yesterday on one of our local, oh gosh. Exactly. Oh gosh. Oh, double oh gosh. Like, it is so scary, and I am so thankful to basically just have a crew to, like, be here with right now. Because there was a reason that I wanted to do a Bejeweled stream. Because, A of all, I don't remember where I left off in Nancy Drew. I'm gonna come back to that, I promise. I have not given up on that. And B of all, like, I find it particularly comforting to just play Bejeweled and hang out. Because though it is not, like, you know, a particularly good or challenging game, it is one that I can play with that requires very little effort. And it's something that another friend of mine pointed out on Twitter recently. And they said that, you know, as Karen mentioned, like, you know, they are a very isolated, disabled person. So to see a lot of these, like, here's how you take care of yourself while being isolated things is just kind of like a kick in the fucking pants to them. Like, you know, there are people that have these situations that they deal with on a routine basis, not just because of the current situation. Oh. So I'm going to try to go back to doing my 3-a-week streams, the Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, because I feel like that works the best. Oh yes, Mona. Yeah, okay, so the thing for me is, like, seeing all the stuff about, like, how they're gonna clean the New York City subway, and I'm like, listen, y'all should have been doing that anyway, not just leaving it to fester. Yeah, exactly, like, it's just a dot, not a bug. Oh, Mona. And, like, the thing that really gets me is, like, the people who are just now, like, learning how to wash their hands. And, like, yes, I'll be honest that I am taking extra precaution while washing my hands now. Not that I didn't before, but I'm just, like, you know, ensuring that I'm singing the full song and all that shit. But, like, the amount of people who just straight up do not wash their hands is baffling to me. Like, why would you not? Like, just be clean. It's okay. Like, we were not, oh god. Just wash your hands. Oh, there we go, Explodey. I mean, you're right, Boom, but also I swear every time I get in the shower, I hear, like, the inner voice of Neth telling me to wash my damn legs. So I do. Like, step in the shower, wash your legs! Thank you, Neth. It's just, you know, we taking care of ourselves does not just help us take care of ourselves, but it helps us take care of those who may not be able to in the present situation. You know, you do this for the fucking immunocompromised, the people who can't get out, the people who are unable to do what they have to do, you know? That's, it makes me mad when people are so flippant about shit. Like, fuck you, you could kill people, don't do that. Red. Oh yeah, no, I absolutely will. Orange. Oh, Mom. Like, I wish that my mom, or no, not my mom. I wish my mom is doing what she needs to do. Like, I don't think Mom is really leaving for anything other than, like, doctor's appointments. Though I guess she's going to the orthodontist tomorrow, which is not really, like, I don't know if I would save that appointment for another time. That's like a non-vital one. But, I don't know. Yeah. Like, I told my parents, I'm like, listen, if you guys need me to do the errands, let me do the errands. Because we've got, like, okay, my mom and my dad are both in their 70s. Mom is extremely immunocompromised. And Karen is just recovering from surgery, so she's, whether she is or not, or whether she wants to be or not, is immunocompromised. Because she's got, like, bodily recovery to do. And I am a relatively healthy woman who can do this. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, finding the balance between keep calm, carry on, and panic and eat your own arms. Like, I'm I am actually a little, like, frustrated because my boss seriously ended the coronavirus email with the only thing we have to fear is fear itself speech from... And I'm like, no! We don't have to fear fear itself right now. We have to fear spreading disease to people who are already, like, vulnerable to it. Yeah, no, it's as I posted in my one Discord, it was basically, you guys know that, like, the SpongeBob, the imagination, but it was capitalism. Fear itself and also needless preventable death. Yeah, exactly. And, like, I like my job. I do. But I'm like, oh, that is not how you should have approached that at all, my dude. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, there were still plagues in the Bible. So... Yeah, like, I am under the impression that both my job and my husband's job will not ask us to quarantine. I would prefer it if we did, but the thing that I worry about in that situation is that, yeah, basically, unless somebody in my office tests positive, we have to come in. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I would not be surprised to find out that the one person in my office has. Oh my god, boom, yes, like genuinely, it is a terrible situation to be in, but also a rather lucky one. So... Yeah, like, we're not going to... Like, Michael and I, we went to the flea market, and then we went to World Market, which are places that we knew would be relatively empty, so to speak. And they were. It was fine. Oh, I don't want to do yellow. Blue? No, blue is terrible. Green. There we go. Much better. Though I have heard that if you are in need of supplies that people have panic bought up around you and you may not be able to find otherwise, and Boom is gonna laugh when I say this because she knows where I, like, am remembering it from. Home Depot is a good choice, and also Staples. Aside from the other obvious, if you need groceries, Asian markets, a lot of times, especially right now, not only are they relatively well stocked, but they are also suffering from the racist panic. Because a lot of people aren't going to Asian markets because they think you're going to get the fucking coronavirus from, like, eating Chinese food. Dumb fucks. Yeah. Hashtag Merkel. Oh my god. Oh, level complete, yay! That is another true one. Yeah, we did, Michael and I went to our favorite Chinese place, not last night, but last week. That was a good one. And it was definitely, like, a ghost town. We originally had the idea, hey, let's go to the Chinese buffet last night, but then we just kind of thought about that a bit more. And maybe buffet is not the best place to go in the middle of, like, the quarantine times? Because you don't know who's got what there, and it's already a really shady Chinese buffet. It's just, like, people are so dumb. Oh, yes. this person who has never been to China in their lives are definitely going to carry the coronavirus with them. Wait, the evil... What do you mean the evil chicken restaurant? I don't know what you're talking about, Karen. Yeah, the scary buffet by my house. We were going to go there last night, but we didn't. We ended up going to Olive Garden instead, which isn't much better. But, like, oh my god. So we were talking to the poor girl at Olive Garden, and she said that... Oh, yeah, that one, Karen. That one, yeah. But we were talking to our server at Olive Garden last night, and she said that this was her 3rd day of work this week, and the first 2 days she'd been working, they sent her home after 2 hours because there was nobody there. And that it was the busiest it had been last night. And you, like, okay, I don't understand why, because we live in New Jersey, and New Jersey is the home of the, like, good Italian restaurant. And there are so many choices. But usually this Olive Garden is, like, fucking hopping. There's usually, like, a gajillion people there. There was, like, nobody there last night. It was eerie. Is the home of the, like, good Italian restaurant? I mean, I guess what I mean by that is that there's just a shitload of Italian people here. So there are a lot of very good Italian restaurants. Yeah, and that's the thing. Olive Garden is safe, so there's always a lot of people there. Also, their breadsticks fucking rule. As I am saying, this is like a general statement, like the tri-state area, like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, good Italian restaurants that do not require you to get Italian food at an Olive Garden exclusively. I respect. My respect is there. Ooh. But, like, it was so eerie, and, like, Michael left her a really, really nice tip. Because, like, she was saying, she's like, so apparently, this is also funny, we were talking, she's like, yeah, so apparently the people that lived in her apartment before her had a recurring toilet paper delivery set up on Amazon and never canceled it. Speaking words of wisdom, fettuccine. Oh my god, yes! Yes! Oh, y'all are brilliant! That's so good. Oh, that was so good. I'm very happy right now. But yeah, so she was saying that apparently this person, like, whoever lived there before her had a recurring toilet paper delivery set up. So they actually have toilet paper. Oh, thank you so much, Stefan. Yeah. Oh man, when we're out of state vending, like, we can always reasonably rely on all... Oh, pants. Oh. Thank you, pants. Yeah, bomb-ass salad. I got a bomb-ass salad last night. It was real. Somebody remind me, next time I go to Olive Garden, that when I get the salad, I need to ask for it without red onions. Because, no. I like, okay, so if I'm getting their soup, I usually do the chicken gnocchi. Because that's really good. I like fettuccine. I like, so what did we get last night? So right now they've got... Okay, Scott Conan. Shut up. So right now they have like a stuffed pasta all-you-can-eat special. And they have these like 5 cheese stuffed ziti that I didn't expect to like it so much, but it's so good. And like, I got leftovers. I like ravioli. We went to, wait, hang on, hang on, I'll be right back. I gotta go get this out of the freezer to see exactly what it is. Michael, is there a reason the sink is running? What? The sink is on? Yeah. Oh. What? Hey, this was ravioli. Okay, so, I can't remember. Okay, I have heard about toasted ravioli before, and I really want to try it. But anyway, we got this, like, gorgonzola pork. I think it might be gorgonzola pork. I don't know, it's gorgonzola something. Ravioli at this, like, bougie market. And I'm really excited to try them. Hang on, let me scroll up. Okay, so what we usually, yeah. So we did, in one of our Hello Freshes this week, it was like a butternut squash ravioli with, like, it was like a roasted red pepper garlic sauce. It was so good. Oh my gosh, I will gladly do that again. Oh. Defender, I hope to be able to try toasted ravioli someday, because I've seen it on like Food Network shows, and every time I see it, I'm like, shit, I want to eat this. Do or not do meat. Ooh, artichoke and spinach, yes. I do like spinach. There's my move. There we go. Bam. Ooh. See, okay, I like the mushroom. Michael does not like the mushroom, but Michael is sometimes liking the mushroom now. So it's like, yeah, I'm a blue cheese with buffalo wings myself. But that is one of those cheeses that I find to be very divisive. You either really, really like it or super don't. Like, there's no... I'm just okay with blue cheese, I've found. Cottage cheese. I do not care for cottage cheese personally, but, I mean, different strokes. Guys, that's a lot of hot takes. No, scratching face. Bah. A lot of hot takes and most of them are wrong. Solid. But yeah, I just like pasta a lot. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, this is like a drag out of love. If you were actually being mean, I think we would know. Michael put me in wife jail today for talking about nails, like fingernails, too much with the nice lady at Olive Garden. Completely jokingly, of course, but it was very funny. Woo! Doritos. did not get... Oh, man. So we went... So here's other stuff that I'm going to be doing for a video. At World Market today, they have... One of my favorite things is... So hers makes jalapeno popper cheese puffs, which are super delicious. But they also had deep dish pizza and blue cheese buffalo. Cheese puffs, like cheese curls. So I bought those to try for a video, and I'm excited to do that because... Okie dokes, we'll be streaming for a bit more still. I haven't been streaming for super long. Ooh. Oh, so okay, this is unrelated, but I've had Lady Madonna stuck in my head for like 2 days because I saw a video on YouTube or on Twitter, and I think I retweeted it. But it was a video of a person at Apple Studios playing the piano that Lady Madonna was recorded on, and playing the Thomas the Tank Engine song. Salsa verde chicken over potatoes. Ooh. Oh man, Michael unlocked a new treasure today in, he bought an air fryer, and he loves the air fryer, and I am still, like, uncertain of how to use the air fryer good, but, he made roast vegetables in the air fryer tonight that were so good. Like, he did, like, roast chicken with, like, it was like a rosemary sauce that was really tasty, but then he did roast potatoes, sweet potatoes, and carrots in the air fryer with just a little bit of, like, salt and pepper on them, and oh my goodness, like, it was so good! Like, the sweet potatoes were just creamy, but they had that nice crispy outside. Oh my gosh, I am like, I wish I had more of these potatoes because I just want to eat them right now, but we're all out. Full cashews, my Cool Ranch drew into the sour cream and onion potatoes. Aww, that's so sweet. I have started calling Michael Mr. Pie. I don't know where that came from. I don't, but it sounds really cute. Pie like the food, not like the number. So, though we do like both. Today is Pie Day. Like, I'm kind of sad because we were originally going to do pizza, but we decided to do the meal prep box that we had before it went bad. And I'm actually really thankful that, so we usually do HelloFresh, but HelloFresh is really expensive unless you have like a sweet coupon code, and I do not have one of those at the moment. So we started to do Every Plate because a friend of mine gave me a coupon for a free box, and it's like really cheap. It's like a fraction of the cost of what HelloFresh was, but it's really tasty. So we did one of the Every Plate ones today, and we were able to, I guess the coupon that Michael had, it's like $10 off your first 3 boxes. So our next box is only gonna, like, I think it only costs, yeah, it's really nice. And it's like cheap too. Like, all things considered for getting like prepared stuff, it's relatively inexpensive. So we're getting another, ooh, chicken sausage orzo pilaf. Ooh, that sounds good. So we're getting another Every Plate for next week, which I'm looking forward to because it means that we can actually, like, get some vegetables. Oh, Gesundheit. I had a sneeze. Yeah, I think, thank you. I think we usually try to do, like, if we have the funds for it, we try to do a meal kit every other week. Because a lot of times we just don't have the time to do the preparation, so it rolls over. Okay, so for the two of us, I really like meal kits. Because, like, I have an hour commute, at least, on the way home. And Michael usually does too, because he's taking public transportation now, which takes up a lot more time. So we get home, and with the meal kit, like, everything's laid out already. Everything is pre-packaged, so you can just kind of grab what you need to prepare it. As long as we take out the meat to defrost in the morning, it's really, really helpful for us in particular in our current situation. Ooh. And, like, most of the meal prep, like, most of the meals take, like, I think between 35-40 minutes. Yeah. But I have noticed that they do, for the most part, give a lot of, like, their portions are pretty generous, all things considered. And the thing that I like about those is I can reuse the recipes. So if I need to, like, if I can find the ingredients on my own, I can just remake it without having to worry about... Yeah. Fender says, like, give a recipe, I'm fine, we'll burn down the kitchen without a recipe. So they give little, like, recipe cards. And it's super easy to just pick those up when I need to be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna make this chili right now. And it has all the stuff you need listed on it, and the steps that you need. The one thing that I have found about every plate that I don't normally encounter with HelloFresh is that a lot of the times it doesn't tell you everything you need for the recipe up front. Like, 2 of the ones we had this week asked us to use flour. And we don't actually have any flour in the house. Like, typically if I'm making a gravy, I will use cornstarch. But... I like how, like, you use the thinking face emoji just as I, like, feel the thinking face emoji. That one sounds pretty good. I think if that one comes up in one of our options, I want to give that one a try. I don't remember what's coming in. Oh, wait, what is this? I'm getting notifications. Okay, that's fine. Scrolling. Okay, that's... Never mind, we good. Boop. I like having the recipes as, like, a guideline, but for Michael, who's, like, basically just learned how to cook fairly recently... Oh my god, okay. The secret to vegetables that do not suck, in my humble opinion, roast them. You can roast any vegetable, and it will be 1,000,000 times better. Yep, exactly, Gru. Oh, Windows Update, why you do that? Yes. I like roast broccoli. Roast broccoli is pretty good. Roast carrots is... Yeah. Yeah, my laptop at work was constantly, like, screwing up. Yeah, as we were, like, the frozen vegetables either, like, boiled on the stove, or microwaved, and I really do not like microwaved vegetables. Like, oh, roasted green beans are so good. Yeah, like, gently steamed, like, blanched, totally good. But as soon as you, like, overdo them and they turn to mush, I can see why people don't like vegetables in that case. Like, I wouldn't like vegetables if I hadn't had them good. You know? Like, if your only exposure to vegetables has been, like, boiled, I can see why you might not like them. Bam. Bam. Curried and... okay, I've never had that. I am intrigued. That sounds pretty good. Right? Oh my god, fresh roasted green beans are so freaking good. Oh, Saag Paneer. Okay, I will keep an eye out for that, because we keep wanting to go to the Indian restaurant, but I am not well versed in the art of Indian food yet. I like what I have had, but I don't know necessarily what to order. Yeah, okay. I really like raw celery, especially with peanut butter, like you're saying. That is like a fun time, good snack treat for me. But oh my goodness, do I super hate cooked celery. Like, it is not my favorite. See, I don't like the texture of cooked celery. So that has made a lot of soups. Yeah. It's an interesting texture, so I can completely understand a texture aversion to it. Like, we were talking the other day about rhubarb. Michael and I were talking about rhubarb, which is basically just like sweet celery, kind of. Ugh, yeah. But when Karen gets back, I need to ask her, because I went home for lunch on Friday, and I'm pretty sure my dad was making split pea soup, which I freaking love. And if they have any left over, I definitely want some. My mom also made really good meatballs the other day. It can have kind of a bitter taste. And I am not a huge fan of bitter. I was actually really excited because for the first time in, like, ever, my mom made meatballs without big chunks of onion in them so I could eat them. Which rules, because I can't eat onions. They make me very ill. I get very ill from most onion varieties. So, like, I can't do green onions, I can't do shallots, I can't do scallions, which are basically just green onions with a different name. I can't do... there are certainly things that I will, like, if somebody puts down a bloomin' onion in front of me, I will, like, anticipate that I'm gonna have a bad time, but I'll eat it anyway because it tastes good. Right? Why would you put a big chunk of onion in perfectly good meatball? Ugh! It's not necessary. Like, I can do onion powder. Onion powder does not have, so, like, I've determined, after much researching into what is an allergy and what is not, that I do not have an allergy to onion, but I do have an intolerance to onion. Which, like, so technically I can eat them, I'm just gonna have a real bad time afterwards. And it sucks because they are so prevalent, and they make things taste good, but as much like you and the celery and the potato soup, I can always tell when there's onion in something, and it is the bad. Hey, Katie, we're just talking about onions, I guess. Welcome. Good to see ya. Whee! Explodies. Do they? Have both an allergy and an intolerance to tomato. Ooh. That's got to be a challenging one. I like pureed tomato. Cooked tomato is more allergy-y because I get it hives if I eat too much. Oh. But I am not a big fan of the texture of tomato. So like I'll do like basically I will do like ketchup. Yeah, I'll do ketchup. And I will do like tomato puree, tomato paste, but I can't do and like okay, like blend like Campbell's tomato soup. Can do Campbell's tomato soup. Can't do like if my mom makes chili, she puts like stewed tomatoes in it, like the big chunks of tomato. Can't do that. Makes bleh. Eee, more explode. Ketchup is not real tomato. Ketchup is good though. So I forget what constitutes a nightshade. Is that one that's potatoes or nightshades? I forget. I didn't go to school for biology, guys. Oh, ooh. That's gotta be a real tough one. That is tomatoes, potatoes, and peppers. Oh, wow. Oh, an eggplant. Ooh. That's one of the things I love about Bejeweled is that it's just like, it's so zen. It is just a really chill, fun game that's got cool little clinking noises and I got the rain sounds in the background. Oh. Yeah, so I would say like within the past, it was like I was in grad school when I realized that I actually liked peppers. Which is awesome because I really like cooking with bell pepper. But my mom, oh my god, my mom hates, she was allergic to black pepper. Oh god. That sucks. Like sometimes I just want to eat like stuff. Okay. One of the recipes that I redo a lot from the HelloFresh is we got this one that was stuffed bell peppers with like Tuscan seasoned ground beef and like the pearl couscous. And I love that stuff. Pearl couscous is such an upgrade. Like regular couscous already rules, but pearl couscous is like super good. No paprika, no oh, wow. That is extremely challenging. Oh yeah, regular couscous is such a low spoon food. I have to scratch my shoulder. Like, I always advocate for couscous. Because it's just, it is so easy and convenient and mostly cheap, too. Yay, Miss Jenny. Jenny the house beast. But, like, I love couscous. One of the things that I have learned to do with the pearl couscous. She's climbing up me, staring in my eyes. Oh, Jenny. With the pearl couscous, I toast before I make. Which basically what I end up doing is I end up, like I put like a little pat of butter in a pot and then I pour the couscous into it and I just kind of like toast it in the butter and then cook it. So good. Like, Why did I not unlock this achievement sooner in life? Why did I have to learn that in my 30s? If I had learned that, like, when I was in college, oh my god, that would have been, like, next fucking level. Maybe I can have red beans and rice tomorrow. That sounds pretty damn good. I have red beans. The only problem with red beans and rice is that it stinks up my entire apartment. And I am currently having trouble with my apartment, like, retaining smells. Like, we heated up, at Costco, we got some, chicken tikka masala, which, delicious, love that. But the problem we encountered is that everything in the house smelled like chicken tikka masala for like 2 days. That was a tough one. But it's delicious. So, like, the sacrifices you make for, like, food that tastes good. Excuse me. Yeah, there are definitely worse foods with house to smell like than... Yay, welcome back, Karen. Ooh, explode. Yay. But the problem with that is, like, when you start smelling the same thing over and over again for, like, several days, it's like, So I actually did a deep clean of the kitchen this morning. Ask Karen about soup? Asking Karen... Karen, I'm asking you about soup. I don't know why I'm asking you about soup. Oh, yes! Karen! Do we have at home... Did Dad make enough of the split pea... Match the cube thing with the fancy doesn't have all... No, it doesn't work that way in this one. Anyway, did Dad have any split pea soup leftovers? Yes, thank you guys! Ugh, you guys are so good. There's a ton of split pea? Yes! Oh, okay, wait, hang on, Gru. So what that does is it only will... it will basically get rid... So if I have the fancy cube guy, if I match it with one... it will only get rid of all of the colors of the same one that I matched. Good. I want split pea soup. It's so good. Dad makes really good split pea soup. I'm about to sneeze. I feel the sneeze. A little chunky? I mean, I do have that immersion blender that Vicky gave me. I wonder if I could just, like, take that to the soup. Oh, the carrots and potatoes weren't blended in? I'll still eat it. I mean, I'm not gonna, like... See, that's the one that, like, I got this immersion blender, and I've never had the opportunity to use it. And I'm, like, super bummed about it because I want to use it. But I just don't know what to use it for. And, like, my friend that gave it to me, she's like, oh my gosh, I use this for everything. And I'm like, what do you make that requires an immersion blender all the time? Like, we don't really make soup around here. That's true. She does entertain a whole lot. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. She just, like, dips in soups and shit. Oh, God. Okay, so the best thing... Thinking of things that my friend Vicky makes that I love. She makes this amazing butternut squash dip around, like, the fall, in the fall. And it is so good. And she always makes me a little special one with no onions in it because she knows I can't have onions. Like, she is so considerate about, like, food allergies and food intolerances and stuff like that. Because our other friend, she's celiac and she's diabetic. So the really cool, like, so what we did for Christmas, we had, like, a big potluck down at my apartment, and we made sure that everything we served at the very least had a gluten-free counterpart so that Chrissy could eat it. And she was so happy. She's like, this is like the first time I've been somewhere in a really long time that I could actually like eat everything. And I'm like, that's just, it's nice to be considerate. I like being nice to my friends. I'm such a baby. I just wanted you. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that things calm down at work. I know it is not going to for a while, but I will be thinking of you and keeping my fingers crossed. Bunch of gluten-free foods that are gluten-free just because they don't have gluten in them. Yeah, like steak is gluten-free. That's the one thing that has made things pretty convenient, is that I don't think we really have a lot of friends that are vegetarian or vegan. So we don't have to, not that it's a bad thing, but we don't, that's a substitution that we don't really have to worry about. Oh wow, it's like 10:45. Bing bang. Oh, I'm starting to get sleepy. Yay. It's not, like I said, it's not a bad thing, and I never mind. It just makes sharing food. You just have to take like a couple of extra steps. Yay, the Jenny has eaten. Yeah. And like, I mean, beans are good, but beans definitely make me fart a lot. Oh, Taco Bell. Now I'm thinking about Taco Bell. It's funny because I am not usually an egg person, but, so, okay. At same work where I tripped and busted up my hand, they had a catering cart come to the site for breakfast and lunch every day. And obviously I had to pay for it, but it was like super cheap. And the one day for breakfast, I ended up getting a ham, egg, and cheese sandwich with scrambled egg. And I don't think I have eaten scrambled eggs in probably ever. Because I do not particularly care for egg yolks. I am a fan of the egg whites. But I have never really eaten egg yolks. When I was a wee little babby Elise, I actually had a slight egg allergy, so I just never ate it. But I had this, like, I must have been so freaking hungry to eat this sandwich, and it was really good. I am kind of surprised I did not get ill from that food cart. And I just mean like regular ill. Like, that's the kind of thing like you eat at and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get food poisoning. But I didn't! And then the cool part was that for lunch she always had Chinese food. And it was like $5 for a big container of Chinese food. And I was like, hell yes! It was real cool. She also really I could tell that she was like cutting me a little discount because I was the only woman on the job site. So it was a little strange, but she wasn't expecting to see, like, another person there. I was like, yay, hi! She was very nice, very sweet. I don't know if I will be on that job site ever again, but I kind of hope to because she was a really nice lady, and I would gladly continue to give patronage to their food cart. Also, she took credit card, which I did not expect. Usually that kind of stuff is cash only. But they had a Square reader, which, hell yes. Oh, boy. I'm yawning. Alright, so I think I'm going to take the stream to the top of the hour and then probably call it a night. Because I am getting a bit tired. So we got like a little 10 minutes to get through. maybe complete this level, maybe not complete this level, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna cut it in like 10 minutes so you guys can prepare. I do think I'm gonna be doing some more chill, like real chill streams over the next couple days. And if for whatever reason I do end up in quarantine, if y'all are around during the day, I might do some daytime streams. Also, I was thinking, what would you guys say to me doing another, see, it's weird. I was thinking about, like, replaying a game that I haven't played in a bit. And I was thinking of maybe doing another route of, Arcade Spirits. Yeah, I feel like those are really good just to kind of get back into the swing of things and not really need to be, like, on the ball and concentrating on a lot of stuff. And I think that maybe we could do a visual novel again. So maybe if we did, I mean, I know Stefan would probably like it, but he just bounced. If we did another Arcade Spirits stream to do another route that I wouldn't have followed, that might be fun. We could do that. Yeah, I was thinking of maybe going for, it's tough because I was thinking about maybe going for Queen Bee, but maybe also going for, what's her name with the costumes? Or I could do the big challenge and do Gavin. You know, it's funny, but I have, like, Dream Daddy is just not really a game that appealed to me. As much as I love visual novels, that one was just never on my radar. Ooh, this is going to be a really fun explosion. But I was thinking maybe doing, because I remember the Arcade Spirits crew was saying that Gavin is the least romanced. And I love Gavin, so I was thinking about maybe doing that one. No worries. Hey, that's one of those things like, how could you possibly have known? It's never a problem, and we chill around here. We do the chill. Also, can I just say, guys, how much I love this stupid, like, magic wand heart ball pen? Like, every time I see this thing, it makes me laugh, and I love it. Like, it's just so silly, and so cute, and so fluffy. I love the dumb little birds. Oh, I love it. I am so tired. This is the latest I've been awake in a long time. I was so proud of myself. I stayed up until 10:30 last night. And then went to bed. Last Friday, I was in bed at literally 9:30. I fell asleep on the sofa, and it was the worst. I was so exhausted from all of the work that I'd done. And all the running around I've been doing. Yay! Okay, have fun, Gru! Be well, be good. Actually, you know what? Level complete. I think this is a good time to end this stream. Ooh, my jewel got jeweled. But thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. Like, I really, really needed to get back into just chill streaming with everybody. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so it looks like my friend Mel is playing some Jackbox Party Pack 4. So if you guys would be interested, I'm gonna send y'all over there. I'm glad that we could all be here tonight. Like, I really am. Like, I know I said it about 40 times already during the stream, but I really just needed friends tonight. And like I said, if I do end up having to go into quarantine for whatever reason, or was it limited social distancing or whatever it is, I will be around more for streams. Hopefully it won't come to that, but I'm gonna force myself to stream during the week because it's important. So everybody be good. I'm gonna send y'all rating over there to Mel's stream. Have a good rest of your night. Be good, be well, be safe. And I will see you on Tuesday, everybody. Take care. Much love.